Hey guys, it's Jack for an episode of the FS Discover podcast. Now, this episode is about 747 landings, because I am sick and tired of watching people's videos that say, perfect manual 747 landing at whatever airport, and they're coming in at 300 knots, they're using spoilers too much, there's no flaps, they end up doing a Cobra and crash landing. If you don't know what a Cobra is, it's an awesome fighter jet maneuver, so don't worry about it if you normally fly airliners. You don't want to do it in an airliner. Trust me, I did an MD-11, that was pretty cool though. Anyways, back to what we're doing. This first one here, the pilot's too slow. He has a good landing approach altitude, but again, he's too slow and he's flaring way too much, and so that's going to make a problem where from going from correct landing altitude to too low to really too low, and then to here where he touches down right before the beginning of the runway. Now here he should be coming in, I don't know, maybe we'll say 10, maybe even 20 knots faster. Yeah, that's about right, maybe 170, 180 knots. And he touched down way farther out than that. Now here, 747's too high. Now, you guys know I don't like doing go-arounds unless it's really needed. And so this here is pretty much perfect because he's too high. He puts in spoilers, loses speed and altitude correctly, he takes them out early enough, touches down just about perfectly. Now, if he was at the correct altitude, that would have been a perfect landing, but he started out too high, but he made correct use of spoilers, which if you use correct spoilers, then I'll just, kiss your feet right there. I mean, it's not many people do it. So really, work on it. This one here, going too fast, too low, uses spoilers, causing him to lose even more altitude when he's already too low. And so it's just going to be a big mess. Now, he should put in more speed and flare more. And so here's what happens. He tries to flare more too late. Just about gets a tail strike, but goes around at 30 degrees, climbing. If you do that, put it on YouTube and say, perfect go around, I will laugh and laugh and laugh and then find you and slap you. Because that's horrible. You're going to stall and die. I did stall and die there because I couldn't get it correctly after that. I filmed for a second or two more, and then when I turned flaps off, it was like, die. Now here, coming in from the right, no flaps. Come on, people, use flaps. Oh my god, why won't you use flaps? Then he comes down to the left. He crashes his engines to the ground, like 5 different explosions, all in about 5 seconds from something that could have gone fine if he had gone around. I hate go-arounds, people. If you don't want to do a go-around like me, then do a correct approach. Now here, the pilot's coming in too far from the right. It looks horrible, no flaps, but he'll make a correct decision and go around right there. Now here is another correct approach. Good landing speed. You'll notice the flaps are down. Everything's set. Line up on the center line from out there. I was about 6 miles out when I started this landing approach. Coming down, flare right there towards the end, and very smooth touchdown. Now, before the two larger, solid rectangles, you want to try to land before that. Personally, I go for landing on the numbers because I'm a GA pilot. Now here, I'm a little bit too high, so I'm going to use spoilers, get down the correct altitude, good speed, and right here on the numbers. Now, if you don't know what a perfect landing is considered, with an airliner, it's considered on or before the solid rectangles. For GA pilots, it's on the numbers. So thanks for watching. Send your questions, comments, pictures to fsdiscover@live.com.